Good day to all of you. Today, we will encounter the world of majestic cultures and diversity among the foreign nations. But before we proceed to our lesson, I would like you to be reminded of the house rules on our online learning. Be connected. Always check the announced online class platform. It may be FB page or group chat. Be ready. Find a comfortable place for viewing and keep your needed things nearby. Be attentive. Watch the video until you fully understand the lesson. Be curious. Do not hesitate to ask questions if you find difficulty in the instructions. Be mindful. Always think before you post and always be polite in asking questions. Be on time. Submit the given activities on or before the set deadline. And lastly, be on track. Ask the teacher for feedbacks to monitor your progress to avoid failures. If you follow the rules, I'm sure that this will be a very progressive and informative year for all of us. If you really did well in your last year's lesson, do you recognize this? It is the map of Southeast Asia. Can you name some of the countries there? Those are the Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Brunei, and of course our country, the Philippines. Before we go on with our lesson, let us first have a game. Let's play a game. Guess what's in the picture? Before the tiles are all lifted. It's the temple of Angkor Wat. Shadow puppets for the Wayang Kulit. Wao kite. Asian elephant. It's the merlion. Did you all get it right? Very well then, congratulations. You're great. They are important icons from the Southeast Asian nation, and they are related to our lesson for today. Our lesson for today is about the music of Southeast Asia. And now it's time to take our journey. Indonesia is the largest among the Southeast Asian nations. It is the second most populous country in the world. The most important contribution of Indonesia in the field of music is the gamelan ensemble. It is a famous orchestra noted for its relation to the culture and the lives of the people of Indonesia. Most of the instruments of gamelan are classified as idiophons, meaning the body of the instruments produces sounds by shaking, striking, or tapping. Some of those instruments are the bonang, saron, gender, and kampoy. Also, aerophones or wind instruments such as suling, chordophones or string instruments such as the rebab, and membranophones or those with animal skins such as the kendang. There are two types of gamelan. One is the Javanese and the other is the Balinese. Now let's see their difference. Balinese gamelan is noted for their brilliant and metallic sound. While the Javanese gamelan is famous for their mellow-sounding performance. They call their rhythm as irama. Gamelan also have their female soloists called the pesinden and the male chorus called the gerong. Gamelan is a highly respected orchestra and they consider the instruments as their connection to their god. We proceed to the majestic land of Thailand.
Music of Thailand used to be called Siam, also called as Land of Free, also known as Land of Smiles.
Thailand's traditional music are classified into Pipat, Kroang Sai, and Mahori. What are their differences? Pipat is composed of wind and percussion instruments. It is associated with funeral ceremonies. And also, the Nangyan, a type of shadow puppet show in Thailand. Kroang Sai is a combination of wind, percussion, and string instruments. While the Mahori is traditionally played by women, with a vocalist accompanied by a saw samsai. Let us classify the instruments of Thailand. The body of the instruments or idiophones produces sound when struck, tapped, or shaken, like the Ranat Ek, Kongwong Ek, and the Ching. Chordophones are musical instruments that has strings, like the Chaki, Kim, Sao Samsai, and Sao Duang. Membranophones are instruments that has animal skin, like the drums, Iskortom, Tapon, and the ton. Instruments that produces sounds by air are called aerophones, like the Pinay. Music of Cambodia. The famous orchestra in Cambodia is called Pinpiat. Being adjacent to Thailand, Cambodia's musical instruments are mostly similar to that of Thailand, but with a different name. Traditional musical instruments of Cambodia: Oniat, Take, Kongwong, Skor, Sampor, Klong Tat, and Kong Wong Ek. The Pinpiat of Cambodia. Music of Malaysia. Malaysia has four unique musical forms: Diagungeng Kulintang, Kertok, Dikir Barat, and Silat Melayu. Diagungeng Kulintang is very much similar to that of the Philippine Palabunye-Bunyan. Kertok is an orchestra of wooden instruments that played rhythmically and swiftly. Dikir Barat is a musical form that involves singing in group, with gestures and in competitive setting. It is accompanied by percussion instruments. Silat Melayu is a Malaysian martial arts performed as an exhibition with rhythmical accompaniment of percussion instruments. Now, let's talk about the music of Myanmar. Myanmar has a classical musical ensemble that is prominent to their cultural identity. It is called Hasaing Waing. Let us first look at their instruments. Pat Waing, the drum circle, is composed of 21 tuned drums. Patma, the suspended drum. Ki Waing, Lingkwin, Ne, and Patala. Once more, the Hasaing Waing. Saunggauk is Myanmar's national musical instrument. Let's talk about the music of Vietnam. Vietnam's traditional musical ensemble is called Nanak. Here are some of the musical instruments from Vietnam. Sauna, Dan Nguyet, Gao De Dan, Trung Kom, Trong Khao, The Trung, and Dan Bo. Let's hear the sound of Dan Bo. Last for our topic is the music of Laos. Laos' most famous musical instrument is the khen. Khen is a mouth organ and it is the national instrument of Laos. Being adjacent to the country of Thailand, most Laos instruments are similar to that of Thailand. Hope you learned from our video. Thank you for watching. Keep safe.